The 79th Vuelta is underway. Lisbon, our starting point, destination Eras, just on the outskirts of the great city. Today it would be about fortitude and also about the wind. Who amongst the GC men would thrive? Indeed, who would steal the red jersey at the beginning of the great race? A conundrum. Josh Tarling starting off as out-and-out favourite for the day, but there were others to snap at his heels. Just one 90-degree turn immediately off the start house in Lisbon, Eras beckoning but with a northerly wind giving a crosswind for much of the course. This was a difficult one to master. Starting off proceedings, Mate for Euskaltel Euskadi, a big cheer for him, but really our minds were looking further down the order. Some had elected to start early, and that time of 14 minutes and 4 seconds was never going to last long. Victor Campenaerts was on course, and you could see the lateral movements being displayed as the wind caught him, but his performance was a good one. How long would that stand as a margin? A speed of 54.8 kilometres per hour was surely going to get beaten, and we didn't have to wait long to find somebody who had the bettering of it. Affini stealing 3 seconds, and indeed taking 16 at the line off Jay Vine. Eduardo Affini was in the hot seat. Now he would sit there for an awful long time, I've got to tell you. But when Josh Tarling came to the start ramp, about halfway through the day's proceedings, a lot was expected of the European champion, as it had been, of course, in the Olympic Games. He finished outside of the medals with a puncture dashing his medals hopes. Could he park up the pain of that mentally and deliver it? It was so close at the line. They were counting him home. And then after adjustment, heartbreak for Tarling, and Affini stayed put. Just over a quarter of a second separating the pair at the top. Difficult to take, as was the wind. The GC men on the rollers, waiting to go off a little bit later. Eyes on Roglic, Van Aert and the like. And they started their campaign. Rodriguez for Ineos Grenadiers on course, and listen to the crowd for Almeida. Home favourite, fourth in the Tour de France. Could he deliver? Defending champion Kuss also off the ramp and underway. Well, high expectations for everybody. Not so for Vacek, but the junior world champion had other ideas. He was amazing, flying through the course and indeed owning the hot seat by a margin of 6 seconds over Affini, who doffed his cap. Chapeau, sir, he said. We said likewise. Almeida, local hero. Well, he was putting in a sterling time. Would it be the best of the GC men? That was the big question. Kuss also needed a good performance. He delivered one last year while leading this race. Could he repeat the feat? Rodriguez came in seconds, well, suggesting that 3/4 of a minute. It'll be hard to find out there against some of the others that we were pondering. Almeida, amazing. 17 seconds only, and at that point looked the best of the GC men. Kuss, well, losing out half a minute to his GC rival, and 51 seconds at that point to Vacek. Well, the big guns were still to come, and off the ramp went Primož Roglic, a man who's won this race 3 times. Duly, of course, being sent off with fireworks, and fireworks there were even for Brandon McNulty. Well, great planning by McNulty, great legs, of course, carried out at the Olympics. What would Captain America do, and what would Van Aert muster? A big man, no double solid wheels for him. Roglic eating time and finding the betterment of Vacek out there. Theo Gegenhardt has an option on this race, and really within his own team would like to be top of the pecking order ahead of Shelmos, Ciccone and the like. Roglic functioning well, Van Aert likewise, and Brandon McNulty looked to be absolutely flying. Roglic came home, best of the GC men, 15-second deficit, Wout van Aert was doing amazing things. At the intermediate split at 7.3 kilometres, Vacek's time had stood loud and proud. Meanwhile, McNulty was finishing his day. 2 seconds to the good of Vacek. Wout van Aert still had to finish, and in the end the clock went red against him. Said it was super tough out there, but expects over the next couple of days to have the chance to take red. The red jersey itself on the shoulders of Captain America, Brandon McNulty. Do we have rollers here, he said. Yes, they do. Well, he rolled the field. Brilliantly so. 2 seconds ahead of Vacek, Van Aert. Kung rode very, very well. Affini, Tarling 6th of Schmidt, Roglic, Amiral and Almeida. Roglic and Almeida will be looking over each other's shoulders. Well, the shoulders of Brandon McNulty have, of course, got a red jersey upon them going into stage 2, destination Orem. He may well be in the service of others, but will he help himself? Let's find out. Super run, quite a long one, 194 kilometres in total, climbing out of the back door, only a category 4, but 3,000 metres of altitude gain on a lumpy old day. Bonus seconds up for grabs, 6 at the intermediate, 10 at the line. They'll be fought for. What a way to start La Vuelta. Thanks for your company. Join us for the remainder of what is going to be a truly remarkable Grand Tour. It always is.